A sharp crack, a gasp from the crowd, then silence. The unthinkable had happened. An assassination attempt on Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico. It was a scene ripped from a nightmare, unfolding in the heart of Bratislava. On a crisp autumn evening, Fico stood on a makeshift stage, addressing a sea of supporters. Election season was in full swing, and the air crackled with anticipation. Fico, a controversial figure known for his fiery rhetoric, was nearing the end of his speech. His voice boomed across the square, outlining his vision for Slovakia's future. Suddenly, a figure darted from the fringes of the crowd. A hand emerged, a glint of metal catching the fading light. A shot rang out, piercing the celebratory atmosphere. Panic erupted as people screamed and scrambled for safety. The world seemed to tilt on its axis. In that chaotic moment, time seemed to stop. The fate of Slovakia, a nation teetering on the edge of political division, hung precariously in the balance. One bullet fired in haste threatened to plunge the country into turmoil. The crowd, once jubilant and energized, transformed into a maelstrom of fear and confusion. People fled in all directions, desperate to escape the perceived threat. Mothers clutched their children, their faces etched with terror. The festive atmosphere evaporated, replaced by a chilling sense of vulnerability. Security personnel, caught off guard, scrambled to react. They rushed towards Fico, shielding him with their bodies. The assailant, momentarily stunned by the pandemonium he had unleashed, stood frozen in the spotlight. His face, contorted in a grimace, betrayed a chilling resolve. Within moments, the assailant was apprehended. Police swarmed the area, their movements swift and practiced. A tense calm settled over the square, the silence punctuated by the sirens of approaching emergency vehicles. The injured, both physical and psychological, were tended to by first responders. The assassination attempt sent shockwaves through Slovakia, exposing deep-seated political and social fissures. Fico, a polarizing figure, had long been a lightning rod for controversy. His policies, often perceived as authoritarian and divisive, had alienated a significant portion of the population. The political climate in Slovakia had grown increasingly toxic in the years leading up to the attack. Disinformation and hate speech flourished online, fueling societal divisions. The upcoming elections, already fraught with tension, took on a new level of urgency and uncertainty. The attack served as a stark reminder of the fragility of democracy. As news of the attack spread, the nation held its breath, bracing for the fallout. Political leaders, both allies and opponents of Fico, condemned the violence. Calls for unity and restraint echoed across the airwaves, a desperate plea to prevent the country from spiraling into chaos. The assailant, a young man named Marek, was quickly apprehended and taken into custody. His motives, shrouded in mystery, became the subject of intense speculation. Some whispered of a political conspiracy, others pointed to personal grievances. Marek remained tight-lipped, his silence only deepening the enigma. Investigations revealed a troubled past, marked by social isolation and a growing resentment towards the political establishment. Marek's online activity painted a picture of a man consumed by extremist ideologies. His worldview warped by misinformation and conspiracy theories. The attack, it seemed, was not the act of a lone wolf, but a symptom of a deeper societal malaise. The attack on Fico served as a chilling reminder of the dangers of unchecked extremism. It underscored the urgent need to address the root causes of societal division, to foster dialogue and understanding in a world increasingly polarized. The assassination attempt on Fico reverberated far beyond Slovakia's borders, sending ripples of concern through the international community. World leaders expressed their condemnation of the violence, offering messages of support and solidarity. The attack served as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and security in an increasingly interconnected world. Slovakia, a small nation grappling with its own internal challenges, suddenly found itself thrust onto the world stage. The attack raised questions about the stability of the region, the rise of extremism, and the future of democracy in a world beset by uncertainty. The eyes of the world turned to Bratislava, watching intently as the nation navigated the aftermath of the attack. The international community rallied around Slovakia, offering assistance and expertise to aid in the investigation and to support the country's recovery. The attack underscored the importance of global cooperation in combating extremism and promoting peace. It served as a stark reminder that threats to democracy anywhere are threats to democracy everywhere. The assassination attempt on Robert Fico, a stark and brutal act, left Slovakia reeling. The nation, already grappling with political divisions and societal tensions, was faced with a profound test of its resilience. The path forward, though uncertain, demanded a collective commitment to unity, dialogue, and a rejection of violence. Slovakia, a young democracy still finding its footing, had an opportunity to emerge from this crisis stronger and more united. The attack served as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the importance of cherishing democratic values. It was a call to action, an urgent plea to bridge divides and work together to build a more just and equitable society. The future of Slovakia hinges on its ability to heal the wounds of division, to foster a culture of respect and understanding. The task is daunting but not insurmountable. The path forwards lies in embracing dialogue, rejecting extremism, and working together to build a future where violence is not an option but a relic of the past.